We should be live. We should be live.
All the way live.
We all the way live, man. Let me fix
The
myself up
odds if you
real quick.
never take a risk.
What's the
What's the
odds if you
odds?
never
Welcome
take
see.
a risk?
Uh-huh. What's the odds? Welcome see we dropping picks.
You heard.
Yes,
You
sir. Let me
already know
start.
how it go.
Let me stop before I get old later with the freestyling. What
Our
it is, what it is.
freestyling
Like,
days are over. Now we podcasting. Now
it's
we.
never over. It's
Oh, it
never
ain't never
over.
over, huh?
Never. Opportunity may come, boy. You back in that cipher.
You
That's why we
heard.
here today.
Just like I never left. You heard. Just like we never left.
Type stuff.
The What's the
Okay.
Odds podcast. Hold on, man. I'm just checking the live to make sure that we are live right now.
Live in effect. We got a few things we want to talk about. A couple rumors I've been hearing, and you're an OG, Olympic the OG. So I kind of want
Right.
your thoughts on a few topics, and what would you do in these scenarios? You feel me? Type of thing.
You want to get into it now? What's up?
Oh, we can. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, man.
Yeah, we live.
Hopefully you live and tuned in, cause I'm about to let it rip like a Beyblade. It's your boy AD. Live in effect with oldest scavenger. Shout out to the scavengers
You
watching the
already know.
stream.
Shout out to the scabs, man.
Shout out to the camera. Make sure y'all comment. You feel me? Anything y'all, any thoughts y'all have while the stream is going on, we'll answer. We can see it right on our screen. And also check the page out on Instagram at what's the not THE like DA odds sportscast. Again, what's the odds sportscast? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Where we drop content almost every day, different stories and things going on. And if you watching, we be dropping some pics too. So
Right.
stay
Right.
tuned, continue stay in the loop, and merch is out, of course. Tell them where to go check out the merch. Oh,
You go check out the merch at www.dripwear.us. Dripwear.us. I got to start. Oh, you can see it right there on the screen. www.dripwear.us. Make sure you go
yes,
and cop
sir.
those scavenger odd shirts, scavenger lock shirts. You know what I'm saying? For all my niggas that wake up every day, or all my people that wake up every day in search of that winning ticket. You know what I'm saying? That winning
Uh,
formula to continue to progress, in your gambling endeavors. Man, right now I was just watching the Colombia the Colombia versus Argentina game, but I don't know what happened to it. Something just happened and it's not on my screen no
oh,
more.
oh man.
We got money on that game. We can't lose that game right now, man.
Seriously. How is looking right now?
Well, it was looking
1-1.
0-0 actually, and I took
Okay.
Colombia with the point and a half, so
Oh, so you looking great right
I
now. You
should,
just got to.
yeah, I should be good. I'm just trying to
Okay,
find the
okay.
game. As a part of our sports cast, man. Sometimes we put the game on the screen. We'll show what's going on. You know what I mean? Like this right here.
So,
Get a little.
I mean, based on what I see, it's almost over 86 minutes.
It's in the 80.
So very,
It's still
yeah,
zero
very
zero.
tight defensive game. Still 0-0.
They are disrespectful for taking this game. Oh, is this it? Here it is right there. Maybe I hit the remote by mistake.
You
All
go
right.
do it, man. I hope it go
There
your
we are.
way.
We're back. Gold TV. Hold on. Let us get right. Let me get us right real quick. Chat is live. Chat. This the Columbia versus Art. Oh, we looking for
Oh,
a
action
goal.
already. Okay, okay.
So it's good. You know what I mean? This is part of our culture here, man. We like to have the games playing in the background. A lot of YouTube channels are scared to, you know, because they might get flagged. But hey, man, we on the come up anyway, so we gonna give y'all the exclusive. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? We gonna
What's
switch
the
between the
odds?
game
Oh,
periodically. But yeah, man, AD, man, that's what's going on right now. I put in a parlay earlier, 2-leg parlay. It was now I'm kind of trying to center my bets around um same league or same championship play series. You know what I mean? The other day I smacked across the board, meaning I took a Copa America Femenina Women's Copa America game, which was Spain versus England. England ended up taking that game in extra time, but I had Spain with the half a point going into extra time, and they held up there. They inevitably lost, though. And then I played some MLS on that ticket as well, about 4 games, and I was able to clap them. Though I'm trying to keep all my bets centered around, like if it's Copa America Femenina and it's 2 games on that day, just focus on those 2 games, and I might parlay some other player props. That's been my new thing lately, like parlaying the player props on the MLB side, because I can't seem to catch a rhythm for the games to save my life. You know what I mean? Just me. Maybe I'm not a student in baseball or something. It's something that I'm missing there. Though as much homework and studying that we do over here at the study hall in reference to baseball, it's just like, it's hard for me to grasp, man. So I just been trying to stick to like the player prop scenarios when it come to baseball and the hits category more specifically, like, clocking who gonna get over under on the hits for that game, and what we call over here at the What's the Odds show a Hail Mary, where you basically putting together a 7-leg plus parlay in hopes of hitting big. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure, for
So
sure.
so not to be too long winded. I end up clapping. So today for Copa America Femenina play, you had Paraguay versus Chile earlier, and I had a strong feeling that would be a closer game than normal, than average. I felt like it would be a very close game, so I took, even though Chile has been like the talks of the Copa America Femenina play at the beginning, especially, but then they suffered a couple of L's that I saw some weakness in their play, and they weren't as strong as I felt like the analysts were attempting to make them to seem. So I took Paraguay with the half a point today. That game ended up 0-0 at stoppage time, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 0-0, but I clapped with the half a point. You know what I mean? So I don't know how the game ended up. Maybe Paraguay might have won that game. I'm not sure. I got to go back and check, but I know I clapped with the half a point. Now I'm just waiting on Colombia.
Okay.
This game almost over, man. It was 2 good, sneaky draws, man. They be shelling out nice odds on those draws in soccer or whatnot. And we had
Yeah.
two back-to-back draws today. If this one ends in a draw, hopefully, they got 5 minutes stoppage time here. We're gonna hope neither team scores within these 5 minutes, or my team, Colombia, scores. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on Colombia to clap right now, and it'll be another one in the books.
You're in the soccer wave right now for sure.
I'm
But
definitely talk
you
to
gotta
me,
drop for the streets, man. You're giving us recaps. You gotta drop for the streets.
man. I
They
gotta
need
drop for the
this. We
streets,
need the
man.
fuel. All I hear is smack, smack. Good call, good call. You
The
gotta drop for the
reality of it
streets,
is,
man.
the reality of it is, AD. If I show you my hard rock betting history right now, it's far more L's in that bitch than than wins lately as of recent. I caught a
Yeah,
streak
man.
maybe
Don't
like
forget
two
you
weeks
a
ago.
scavenger. Don't forget you a scavenger. It's a little L Street, but we
Yeah,
finna take
we
off
bounced
with it.
back. But today
We finna
and
take
yesterday
off
we
with it.
clapped them. Yesterday we clapped them today. And we got a Hail Mary out there for these last 4 games on the MLB side of the
Ah,
day.
don't even speak to me about MLB. I was just about to say, as you were telling me, about your new strategy. That's actually a red flag of mine, honestly. Just a betting for me. Everybody got their wave, and how I was gonna say is, you're highly more likely to hit a parlay by taking like a sport here, a
Spread
sport
across
there.
different
Yes,
sports and shit.
exactly. The only thing you messing up with that is Major League bullshit.
Right.
Major League, they got me. And speaking of L's, I've been taking my fair share of L's only on Major League. Any other sport, I'm crushing it. But Major League Baseball, we call it rigatoni. It's so rigged, rigatoni pasta.
Yeah,
You
man.
can't
Like,
you can't get a hold of it. So maybe try different sports. Exclude baseball from the parlay, and let's see, because that's one of my betting advices. We like to share little betting advices on our betting hall. One of mine for today will be higher chance of hitting a parlay is to pick one game from different sports, parlay it into a four pick, a three pick, or more. You have a higher chance of winning versus staying in one league and trying to bet several games in that league. Your higher chance of falling into one of the rig games versus finding good strong teams on different leagues. You have a high chance of hitting that way, especially international games, whether it's basketball, whether it's soccer, whether it's international,
now I got.
hockey. You have a higher chance of hitting those. So that's my betting advice for today.
I like that. I like that theory, and I apply that theory as well. And I think that's kind of how I hit that last ticket. Though I have been finding success in just centering my bets in like that one area. But this is a question that I got for you, right? You mentioned international sportings, right? Do you feel like international sports are less rigged than
Good.
sports in the
Actually, that's a
United
good
States?
question. That's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question. I would say actually international sports are more rigged.
You would think it more rigged.
It's more rigged, but here's the flip side.
What
From
makes it
why
more
not
rigged? What make you feel like it's
from
more rigged?
oh, because of the corruption behind some of these sports for certain teams to win. But you was gonna hear my analysis. Here's the flip side of it. International sports is more rigged towards the favorites. In the country, major league sports is more rigged for the underdog.
Man, you know what I want to. I've been asking
Follow me.
GPT, and I want to know, like, first of all, who are the odds makers? Who are these niggas, right? And how do they come up with the determinations of the odds that they put out on these games? How do they come up with it? Is it a standard? Like, are they talking to the teams or the GMs? Like, is it a standard rubric that they go by to come up with these
These
specific
analytical,
numbers?
yeah, odds and stuff.
Like,
Yeah,
who are the odds makers, bro? We know who the
it's very
president
interesting.
is. We know who the president is. We know who everybody is. We know who the judges in the boxing. We know in boxing events are. We know who the promoters are. You know what I mean? We know who Bob Arum is, of course. We know who what's my other guy's name? Big time promoter in that in box. We know who the
So, so
commissioner of the NFL is. We know who the commissioner of Major League Baseball is. We know who
but
NBA and all this. Who are these odds makers?
they stay in the shadows, fam. Some things are beyond us, and that's something that
Oye, oye, estoy
I
vivo.
can't tell you because it changes so frequently. Like it's
Ay,
so weird.
pinga.
I don't even know, but I know it has a lot to do with patterns and stats. That's half the battle right there. Patterns and stats and history between each other teams. That's the analytical side. Now there is the other side that is above my pay grade, obviously, and I don't know. But like I was saying, I will stand on the international sports are favored. I mean, are rigged towards the favorites, meaning a team. For a perfect example, soccer, the favorites, Real Madrid, the Barcelonas. When they're down, pay attention to how the rule changes and how the flow of the game drastically change.
Mm-hmm.
And towards the end of the game, you'll see them end up winning that game. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Right.
of times, especially in soccer, international. I've seen that in international hockey. A negative 300. They're down two in the end of the first period. How they win the game 5-4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Certain things like that. Versus I mean, the major league sports, you'll see Dodgers big favorite against Oakland Athletics. Boy, you watching that game, you don't know how Oakland coming out strong. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I see a lot of times the favorites are rigged in international for the benefit, and they're not beneficial to the major leagues. So pay attention to that. So if you're into your favorite, you like to bet favorites, focus more on international sports. If you like to bet on underdogs more, focus more on major league sports. That's just my theory how I'm picking certain things. But you asked the question, yes, international games are more rigged than the major league games, from what I see. But it's a both side effect.
Hold on, I'm about to switch over to this game right now. They trying to determine if there's a penalty here
Oh
or not,
Lord!
or is there a
How much you
handball?
want to bet before it's towards the favorite? Let's see.
Is it a handball? Are we trying to determine whether it's a handball or something?
They don't even know.
Oh, oh, this gonna get tricky. This could get real tricky right here.
Cool penalty checking for Argentina or against?
Hold on,
Oh, money on the line. That boy is locked
handball.
in.
It was a handball. No, no penalty.
Okay, good.
No, no penalty. It was a handball. Okay, interesting. All right, well, okay. This game is real intense, man. They're 9 minutes in the stoppage time right now. They're 9 minutes in the stoppage time, and they're probably going
That's far. They were supposed to get five
at 5
minutes.
minutes. Yeah,
Sheesh. Man, boy, they really serious. Is this the quarterfinals?
this might be a quarterfinal game, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll really check for you right now to see what kind of game is this. Cause
I know both games been very tough, man. If you would have bet the draw, those were some nice pickups today. That those draws on both of these games, man. Championship play at its finest, and what I've noticed is, man, another tip. What I've noticed is, in African and in South American and Central American, mostly football, is that the games normally be a lot closer. They normally result in a lot more draws than the European game matches and the MLS. Damn, and she caught that.
it's take.
She
Is this a
stopped.
third place game?
Huh?
Is this a third place game?
This might be a third place game. I think they.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
they're
no.
saying Paraguay the champion. They won already. 1-0 versus Chile.
So Paraguay beat Chile 1-0. Okay.
They're already a champion. It says July 20. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to double check how this works because I'm not too fond of the women's side of it. I'm
Zero
strictly
zero,
more.
my brother. We just smacked them.
Okay. Let's get jiggy. Let's get busy.
We just clipped them
Let's
for
flip the
another
hard
one.
rock to a millie. Do you really feel me? Do you smell me? Let's get it. Good shit. Good shit. Man, now the money's secure. Let's go over how you feel. Let's go over to the. Oh, it's about to be a penalty shootout. Actually, pretty cool. Last
We
penalty shootout I seen was England and Spain on the women's side. That was pretty interesting. Spain surprised me when they went down. Definitely, that was, I think goes over the weekend.
Yeah, this one should hit already. Paraguay hit. Colombia with the half a point. Definitely should have hit. Don't wait till the end of the game. My phone's so messed up. I want to show you.
I believe you. I know you cashed out. For
Oh,
sure.
we
Show them
cashing
boys
out.
that paper.
Hold
Okay.
on. Where's that? I gotta come this way.
You say drop that on the page.
Paraguay
For sure.
Then Columbia
You
with the
know,
half a point. I'm just waiting on them to
Travis
clear that.
funds.
Damn, this one ain't clip either. Somebody must have hit under Matt Chapman hit. Fuck. I
It's
tell you
all
one
good.
thing. My Hail Mary didn't hit, but this one gonna hit. So yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
We
It's
back
locked
at him
back
with the
in.
Hail Marys tomorrow.
Yeah, you know you got to throw the Hail Mary a day, keep the stress away.
Hail Mary a day, keep the stress away. So this a third place game here.
I'm not sure. I have to check because
Can't
I'm
be,
seeing.
man, cause it can't be cause Brazil and
Yeah, because that they play tomorrow, and that's weird. Because if you looking on the app, it says Paraguay champion, which I'm not too fond. I'll look at it later when we get up to the stream and understand more of it. Because I'm not too fond on the women's side, basically how it's set up. But it's weird the way it's looking. It's showing me Paraguay champion. I don't know. But anyway, let's go. Let's go on to different topics and discussions around the league. What you been looking at? Anything you seen?
man, I'm looking at this Chargers versus what the Chargers got on Thursday.
Oh, is that the Hall of Fame game?
The Hall of Fame game. I was looking
Yeah.
at that game. How you feel about that?
Hey, that's a
Detroit versus the
preseason game.
Chargers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna check right now. Lions, yeah, Detroit versus Los Angeles. For sure, that's the Hall of Fame game. That's the first annual preseason game. It's an indication that NFL is back. Woo, I can't wait to make money because NFL is my baby right there. I love when the NFL season come around in college. I usually make the most money I usually make in the whole year. That's for sure. So, how do I feel about that game? I don't really have too much feelings about that game. I feel like preseason is always definitely just a time to just kind of evaluate what teams gonna move. If you ask me what do I expect from both teams this year, I actually expect the Los Angeles Chargers to progress and Detroit to regress slightly. Both slightly. And my reason behind that, the Chargers, they definitely built some continuity. They had a lot of injuries, but they were also a good team. They made the playoffs. They just had a horrendous game in the playoffs versus the Texans, where Herbert threw 4 interceptions, I believe, and that was like probably his worst game of his NFL career. But outside of that, he's a very, very, very solid, reliable quarterback, where you know what you're gonna get out of him: a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns. He built continuity with McConkley, the receiver. The rookie receiver last year was tremendous. Even in the playoffs, he was tremendous. And I expect them to continue where they left off. They got a solid defense. I love the coach. Harbaugh, one of my favorite coaches. I
Right.
think they'll build that continuity. And they'll be like, if you ask me over or under 9 wins, I think they'll be right at 9, 10 wins. 9, 8, 10, and 7 with another wild card spot. That's what I'm thinking. Where let's go over to the NFC. The Detroit Lions, I think they will regress just a little bit because of number one, the best weapon they had was the offense. The offense was killer. Remember, they were doing all type of new plays, but
Right.
the coach they lost the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator.
Wow.
That right there is a red flag 22 in any NFL game. I mean league. When they come back next season, whenever they lose coordinators, they tend to
Fade
struggle just a
them.
little bit. Yeah, fade them a little bit. Aaron Glenn went to the Jets. Ben Johnson, I believe, went to the Bears. So they still got Dan Campbell. He's the head coach. He's a dog. He's the heart of the team. But you're gonna see a struggle with the play calling. That's my analytical view. And Jared Goff, he tends to have good season, fumble season. Good season, fumble season, the quarterback. So last year he had a phenomenal year overall. So I think this year he'll tend to slide back. And also the rest of the league has a film on them on certain plays, things of that nature. So it won't be as crisp as it once was. So if you ask me over under 10 wins, I think they got them slightly under 10 wins, maybe 9 and 8, 10 and 7 as well. So they're gonna be pretty even. That's what I'm thinking, but more or less, though, Chargers will be better slightly, and Detroit will be less worse, barring any injuries, of course.
Right.
What you
Right.
think?
Um, After what you just said, after that knowledge that you just shared of them losing both offensive and defensive coordinator, that makes a lot of sense, man. I predict, like I say, I feel like they might have a rough start to the season, or either pop
So,
off with some type of momentum, and then mechanically I see it falling apart mid-season. You know what I'm saying? For them, I know the Chargers have picked up a lot of new acquisition offensive threats, especially on the receiver side. They got some nice receivers over there. Um, like you say, Herbert, man. Like, man, once he get his wheels going, man, I think it's his time. It's now or never for him. You know what I'm saying? It's now
yeah, I agree.
it's now
I
or never
agree.
for him, man. You know what I mean? We all been kind of sitting back waiting to see if he fully develops into the
I
prospect
agree.
that he was coming into the NFL, and he's always just maintained like a nice healthy balance. I think this is the year that you see him
Get at
go
least a playoff win.
get at least a playoff
Yeah,
win.
he has
You
yet
know,
to win a playoff win.
if I
And both
had,
of his losses, go ahead.
oh man, Columbia up two in penalties right now. I like this
Oh, they
Columbia team,
got
man. I like this Columbia team. They still ain't cleared my money yet. the
the game not over, so they gonna
game
wait
not
till
over.
they gonna hold on to that bread as long as they could, fam.
Right,
Trust
right. Let it go, man. Y'all already lost. Let that money go, man. They lucky I ain't
me.
clapped their ass for them 3 bands tonight. You feel me?
Mm,
We back at them
it's
tomorrow.
coming. It's coming.
But yeah, Hall of Fame game, man. I'm rocking with the Chargers, man. After everything we just discussed, I feel like they've got more to prove. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's be more meaningful for them, and I just don't see Detroit having a full grip of the season yet. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I
So
agree. But
that's
as
just my.
far as the Hall of Fame game goes, I'm gonna give it to the Chargers. I think they win that game. I think they win that game.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, you got the Chargers. I took we both rocking with the Chargers. Cool. All right. Speaking of Hall of Fame, man, maybe like a week ago, the talk of the sports world was Chris Carter. Damn, they killing these people. Not killing them. Another one. Columbia not missing their penalties, man.
They trying to win.
They trying to win.
They,
I already knew they was gonna be the victor. You know what I mean? But I didn't know how it was gonna come. They still ain't win yet, but they just
yeah,
from seeing how they played in this tournament, they played a little bit stronger than what Argentina been playing. Argentina women aren't as big of a threat as the men's are. You know, the men's team. You know,
absolutely,
so
absolutely not.
okay. So back to Hall of Fame, man. The talk of last
Okay.
week's sporting world was Chris Carter and Chad Johnson going back and forth at each other, man.
I
Nightcap
see.
Chad and Chris Carter, man. You know, I'm a Liberty City boy. I I I was like one of the biggest Chad Johnson fans coming up in the hood. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Um,
Yeah.
Even though we really didn't see him that much, I would see him. You know what I mean? He would come on the pound, hang out on the pound with all the guys, Fat, Todd, Fee, you know what I'm saying? Smoke, all them boys, Edie Bo, all them boys on the Ave right there, down from across from my grandma's house. So you'll see them every now and then, but you know, it was a big thing for me as a child riding my bike over there off of 42nd, I believe it was, or I forget exactly what street his grandma used to stay off of right there. I could take you to the house right now, but as a child, just knowing that he was
Yeah.
from my neighborhood, and then
Yeah.
they had like a little flag football game at the park one year, you know what I mean, that he participated in and came out and all the niggas in the hood was out there. It was a
The
big
real
thing, you know
one.
what I'm saying? You know, I got more stories to tell, but do you feel like Chad Johnson's legacy, first of all, do you feel like he had a better, did you feel like, who do you feel like had a better NFL career, him or Chris Carter? And the
Uh, the thing about that's a good question. What were they argument like specifically about? I remember them arguing
like
about
double digit
one.
touchdowns, like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
he had
Something like he
multiple
had it one
seasons.
time. Yeah,
Right.
but Chris Carter played alongside the GOAT in my estimation.
Well, now that's an
Randy
argument.
Moss.
That's an argument in itself.
Randy motherfucking Moss, bro. Like he had so much of the coverage for a part of his career is like, damn. Imagine Chad Johnson had somebody like that. Mind you, Chad Johnson had a good receiver
Yeah,
alongside him,
Hushmazada,
but Ushmazada was solid, but he wasn't
Chris,
no
what with Chris
Randy Moss.
Henry? Huh?
Yeah, but my thing is, I'm gonna go with Ocho Cinco for two reasons.
Let's
Number
hear this.
one,
Let's hear this.
Ocho Cinco has never been a secondary receiver. He was always the first option in his Cincinnati career. I think primarily about 10 years, he was the number one option. Chris Carter was number two for a little, about 50% of his career. He was the number two option.
I give you that.
And the
My
secondly
girl just
is,
smacked on their ass. Hold on, AD. Damn. She
yeah,
just hit. Oh. What's he play for? Real Madrid, Barcelona.
you gotta find out.
I feel like she played for Real Madrid. Celinda. Oh man, Colombia showing out. Colombia showing out. Though, okay,
Mm.
so your main argument is that Chad Johnson was never a secondary receiver. Now you
Facts.
can't say that shit because when he got to motherfucking New England,
Hey, we said primarily in
well, I
Cincinnati.
give you that he was 80% of his career he was the primary receiver.
Exactly.
At least 80% of his career. All right.
Exactly. Stay with me now.
Okay.
And the second reason I was going with was the impact. Impact. Mind you, yes, Chris Carter was a Hall of Famer. Yes, he had better statistics if you're looking at just statistics. But Chad Johnson impact was much better, much further than Chris Carter.
Chad transcended the game most definitely, man. He did things in the realm
Exactly.
of entertainment that no other NFL player had the balls to do at the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was living behind the
Absolutely.
mask, being super professional, and Chad was actually bringing a level of fun and humor to the game that was never seen before. This is a real tough one for me because at a certain point in time, man, I was a bigger Chris Carter fan than I was Randy Moss at one point in time. You know what I mean? I used to
Wow.
love, yeah, man. And just because, like, at one point in time, bro, Chris Carter, man. Even from his time at the Eagles to when he first arrived in Minnesota, man. When he was the number one guy in Minnesota, man, you know what I'm saying. Chris
He
Carter was
was.
snagging rock, bro. And then they like to just classify him as a possession receiver. I done seen Chris Carter on numerous occasions catch the ball, you know, and gain yards after the catch. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't just a catch and drop type of guy, you know. But he had exceptional hands, man. Like Chris Carter was one of them. He was going up and getting that rock. Like, man, there was a point in time where he was snagging so many touchdowns, and I think the point that you were probably trying to make was that the reason why he was able or in position to snag a lot of those touchdowns because Columbia did it, man. Columbia did it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they turning up. Argentina going home. I knew it. See, this is my new thing too on the soccer. When I feel strongly about a team that's gonna win, like today, I felt strongly that Colombia could win, but you could never be too sure. Then you'll go with Colombia, and guess what? They'll tie. So your favorite team, you gotta take the points on them unless it's over like If it's over 600, if it's over 1,000,
Now
I'm
you
right.
just chasing pennies.
Right, you chasing pennies.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You chasing pennies. Then I go to the total points, and I normally when I see it over like close to 1,000, a team getting negative 1,000. If I take a point with them, or if I take a half a point, then I feel like the game is gonna be over 3 goals, over 2.5 goals. I feel like it's gonna be a heavily goaled game. You feel me? That's what I've
Yeah,
been
good
noticing.
analysis. Good analysis.
That's
Actually, I
what I've
like
been
that. I like that.
noticing. That's kind of what I've been
I like
noticing.
that a lot. That make complete
So I
sense.
took Colombia and I took fucking Paraguay with the half a point, and as you can see, it saved me today because I felt like Paraguay could beat them people straight up, but look what happened. They ended up probably beating them in extra time or some shit like that. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
or in penalty, I don't know. It was a 1-0 game or some shit like that. Whatever. I'm securing my bet with that half a point. You know what I mean? Damn, Colombia, bro. I like Colombia to win the tournament, to be honest with you. You know, Brazil.
Ooh-wee.
You know, you got Brazil out there lurking. Tomorrow we gonna see what they do. You know what I mean? But I like
Okay.
Colombia. Colombia got some hitters over there right now. I ain't gonna lie, they playing them
You
girls are
you in
playing.
tune with the women's side, boy. You in tune.
Oh man, then you gotta understand, bro. Like, it's entertaining to me too because like shit, man. I like women. I'm watching women. Some of them bad, some of them not. Some in
Hey,
between. They balling, they hooping. You feel me? So it's like
balling with beauty. I don't
balling with
blame you.
beauty, bro. You know what I mean? You watch them niggas run. We watch them niggas run up and down all day. You feel me? Why we can't watch? You know?
Hey, I'm
But
not discriminating. I'm just like you giving me game right now. I'm like, damn, Columbia good like that. Okay, you like a one and
Columbia
all. Okay,
dogs, bro.
you
They
telling me, on the men's side, I can tell you A, B, C, right back, who the middle center midfielder. With the women, I'm like looking at you like I
man.
don't know a
Look,
player,
tomorrow
but
I'm gonna pass my picks off to you tomorrow, dog. You
oh,
feel me?
hey, he dropping the lock. We're
Like I
trying to
said, I'm
eat,
gonna drop the locks, bro. But
trying
like I
to eat.
say,
Hey,
man,
that's
it's
what I'm
been
talking about. Don't come out here and tell me what you made.
you
Help me make it.
heard,
God damn it.
you heard. I'm gonna drop the lock.
That boy say
Ooh,
he
that
coming
shit
through.
hit,
Just
bro.
put on the
We
page for
green
the
bean.
scavengers. Put it on the page. Put it on the
We
page.
green. Hold on, you gotta see it.
Oh, they coming
Green
through.
bean.
Phone bill paid.
Green bean.
Trick
Bean.
master. Trick
Hold on,
master.
scroll up. Hold on, wait. Green bean. Another one. Wait. Another one. Green bean.
Trick master is in the building. Whatever you want, he gonna get it for
Nah,
you.
I don't trick Daddy Dollars. You heard? That was
Trick.
a tough one.
Oh,
That was a
that's
tough one.
funny. Nah, good smack though, for sure. Good smack.
Man, I gotta
But
hit
yeah,
their
back
ass
to
for
the
some
back to the
dance.
discussion. Just a quick, I want to quick go over it. That Chris Carter had played 16 seasons, fam,
That's another.
compared to Chad Johnson 11. You feel me? And he only had 13,899 yards in 16 seasons, while Chad had 11,059 in 11 seasons. So if you compare it, Chad Johnson's value from season to season is much more higher than Chris Carter's value. If he played the same amount of years, he would surpass him by thousands of yards. That's why I give it to Ocho, because he had a bigger impact. And I ain't never heard you actually the first person ever in my 30 years of living. You the first person that ever said you was actually like inspired by Chris Carter. I'm not saying that people don't say that.
Man.
I'm saying it'll be 5 times more people that say, yo, I watch Ocho. I grew up on Ocho Cinco. Matter of fact,
Hey, let me
the
tell you. I
receivers
guess you know what
now.
it was. It was either Madden 2021 or 2022. I think is when niggas really started hooping on the Madden. On one of them, it was either the 2021 or the 22, dog. Not 22, not 2021, 2001 or the 2002. Nigga, that nigga Chris Carter wasn't dropping shit on that, and he was routing shit up, bro. Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
And
2001, you mean?
I think it was 2001 or
Yeah. Or the
2002.
one with Vic, '03.
You
Yeah,
heard
probably on
like
that one.
that one, man. Look, man, I'm telling you. So it's like he really did inspire me, bro. Like I used to, man, like his his ball sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
He did. He
he
had
had
hands
great
for
ball skills. You know what I'm saying? But when you really put it in perspective like that, for him to have played 16 seasons, though we know towards the tail end of his season of his
yeah.
career,
It was just team to team type of thing.
yeah, you know, shit, you had that dog over there at that point getting all the way loose. You know what I'm saying? So it was no real need for brother like
Go crazy.
go
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Double
man. For a
digit
month.
touchdowns is nice, though none of them ever. Well, none
He
of them
did
ever
have a
won a Super
lot
Bowl,
of touchdowns.
huh?
He did have a lot of touchdowns, boy. He had about, man, he had a lot. 130 touchdowns compared to Chad Johnson 67. He doubled up on Chad on that.
Come on, man, that shit count, bro. When you scoring for your squad, I get it. It look good. It's pretty to catch the long routes and. But niggas scoring, bro. But like you say, 16 seasons. He had 6 more seasons to do it. But still, man, like I don't know, man. I love Chad. He from my neighborhood, man. He a 40 boy for real. Like you can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? It was blood shed in the community behind this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Type
Yeah.
shit. So, but
That's
I
an
like
interesting
Chad's
debate.
style of play. Like Chad was definitely, if not my favorite receiver, one of my favorite receiver. I just man, he was just so graceful, man. It was like his route running,
Facts.
he just like man, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It almost looked like he's playing the game sped up a little bit. When you watch his old highlights and shit like that in real time, you know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah.
his mic'd up sessions, or you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like he playing the game sped up. His feet work
Facts.
game is what inspired me, you know what I mean, to get on the ladder and try to start getting my feet work. You know what I'm saying? Practicing his footwork drills. I think he inspired a lot of young receivers coming out, like those series of videos that used to
Yeah.
that him and young AB and
Yeah.
Dre Johnson and all them boys when they and Santana Moss, them videos when they used to be at the over at if I'm not I don't know, it was probably on the beach somewhere
Nah,
or
definitely.
at more parks somewhere, but they was doing those footwork videos and man, like I'm pretty sure they inspired millions of people, man. Like
Yeah.
Chad one of them. Like like I said, I can't really say who right or wrong or who better or worse in the scenario. You know what I mean? I guess that's all up for a matter of your taste and styles. You know what I'm saying? Chad definitely played the game with a lot of style. We could say that. You know what I mean? Does
Right.
Chad deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Should they take that asterisk away from his name?
Ah, sheesh. No,
No,
I don't think Chad
he don't
deserves
got
to be
Hall
in
of
the.
Fame numbers.
It's tough. Tough. Very tough. Very tough. I don't think so.
Did the Bengals retire his number? Should he at least get his
He's
number?
absolutely a Bengals Hall of Famer or Ring of Honor. He's definitely in there already,
Right.
and he should get his jersey retired as the best receiver to ever play in Bengals history. That's until Jamar Chase retires, but that's neither here or there. I definitely think that as far as the team, Cincinnati, he's the Hall of Famer. He's the best receiver. But we talking about Hall of Fame.
Do
We got
you
to stop
think
making it
Jamar
easy.
Chase at this point in his career has eclipsed Chad Johnson's his
No,
what he's done over in at the Bengals?
not yet, not yet, not yet. But he's close, boy. He close. He got to the Super Bowl, and he got the Triple Crown as a receiver. Boy, he about 2 more years of breaking the like shattering everything Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco has created. But he paved the way. He's that one thing. And you can see his impact resonates because he's still doing camps and all the receivers pull up. Chad Johnson had a camp recently. Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They all pulled up. And they
We got to
all
start
displayed
pulling up.
them.
We got to start finding out about these camps and pulling up
Oh
ourselves.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Oh for sure, for sure. We slipped on that one because we would have got definitely love,
Right, right,
definitely
right.
got content out of it. But just to say like his impact was definitely felt. versus Chris Carter. Not a lot, but except his analysis, you'll hear it. That's the only time you see Chris Carter a lot when he's talking about the game. But not a lot of players be like, where your impact from? They'll say Chris Carter. You know what I'm saying? That's the impact does go a long way for me, and that's why I got.
Then in that era, we was knowing like Chris Carter and Vince Carter was like, you know what I'm saying, related. That's what they was saying. So it's like,
Yeah, that
man,
rumor
Chris
was
Carter was
out.
that guy for a minute, man. You got to go back and watch some of them highlights, man. That man was.
Man, hey.
That boy was a snagger, bro. He was a snagger. Like I say, like Chad did things in the game. You know what I mean? That I don't know. You can't even compare. I wouldn't even want to compare the two, dog. You know what I'm saying? They both equally, you know.
It's very even. It's very even.
Yeah. They both did their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I just think for like the YNs or us coming up, Chad probably played the game with the level of flair that we would have
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
approach
that's
it. You know what
why
I'm
he
saying?
definitely. He did a lot of things. He got fined for to pave the way for a lot of dudes to do what they doing now. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Do you think he snubbed himself? Do you think Chad Johnson snubbed himself when he put that Hall of Fame jacket on? Do you feel like
Yeah,
that was like
a lot of things. Yeah,
it
it's a
was over with
lot of
for him since from
things.
there?
It's a lot of things that, but I don't think that's the reason he's not in. I just think he fell just a little short, just barely short. But he would have got pushed over the edge if he was playing the right way. So yeah, you're right. If he wasn't such a knucklehead while he was playing, and just giving the NFL a hard time with certain things, he probably would have got in after a few times. But I think he fell short, man. Me looking over his career stats, I think he fell just a little short. Like right now, he got 4 All-Pros, 6 Pro Bowls in 11 years. If he gave me about, is Andre Johnson a Hall of Famer?
Hell yeah. I think he is in the Hall of Fame. I think Drake got a jacket last year, some shit like that.
Yeah, let me double check.
Double check that.
Andre Johnson. He was inducted in 2024, correct. So
Last year, bro, like
let me look at his stats. Let's follow now.
shit, nigga. That he one of them
Oh, nah,
ones.
he blew past both of them. He got 1,062 catches, 1,400 yards, and 70 touchdowns. It's you see, Chad Johnson had about 700 catches and 11,000 yards and 60 touchdowns.
How many yards
So
Drake got?
he got 14,000.
And how many
You know what I'm
years?
saying? And
Drake
let me
played a lot of
see.
years.
He did. Let me see.
Drake got at least 15 under his belt.
Sheesh.
How many?
I'm looking right now.
At least 15, bruh. Drake been in the league since before I graduated high school. And he just retired, about 4 years ago?
Close. He played 14.
14. I knew I beat shit. Nigga, close with them numbers now.
Hey, boy. You might want to play the
14.
lotto, boy. Yeah, so you're right about that. So, but you see, he made sure he got his numbers. Like, he played enough seasons to get the numbers to look a certain way because the Hall of Fame. Mind you, he was on a losing team almost every year that he was.
Man, you know what? And that's
they were losing a lot of games.
Bro. You know, that's another thing that I respect about him, bro. He rolled out his time in Houston. You know what I'm saying? And he finished his career where it started at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing that man could, like, he's definitely in that ring of honor, like you say. His number definitely his jersey definitely gotta be retired. And it's like that man could go to Houston to that organization, should be able to ask him for anything for life. Like he put on for that franchise, bro. When niggas would have tried to get out of town to go get a ring and shit like that. You feel me? With that type of, like, really, bro, like, I'm about to say some shit that's gonna sound kind of crazy, but Andre Johnson, his level of play is resemblance. He was like Megatron before Megatron. Now, don't get me wrong. Physically, Megatron probably has him in a couple areas and attributes, but if you think about it, his level of dominance, just like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm talking crazy right now, but I feel like Dre
Get bunch of
Johnson.
stuff, but that Megatron was like,
That was a crazy
it's like
comparison.
style of play too because Megatron was is the way he caught it. Mind you, Andre Johnson's stats are better, but it's the way he caught the ball over defenders that it was just like Megatron was one of a kind. One of
Megatron
a
was
kind.
definitely one of a kind,
But
but
I
like
get what you're saying. He had
he
that
played
dominance.
big, he played
Yeah,
fast, he was
he did. He
physical.
did. He
Like, and
did.
it was a time, bro, where Dre Johnson was like unguardable, bro. Like he come
Yeah, he
off the
was.
line, like man, the average defender, nigga, the average cornerback in the league is fucking 5'11", 6 feet at best. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 180, 200, 210
Eh,
pounds. You get what I'm saying? And you got a guy like Dre Johnson, 6'4", 6'5",
Big dude, swole, cocky nigga.
busting off the line at you, bro. Come on,
Facts.
man. That shit had to be a scary sight
Facts.
for defenders to line up
Facts.
against, dog. I don't give a
Facts.
damn. You feel
But
me?
I
But
want to take back what I said, though. I definitely want to take back what I said
what was that?
because Chad Ochocinco, after review, he is and should be in the Hall of Fame. I was looking over Calvin Johnson's stats, Megatron, and he's also in the Hall of Fame. He was inducted in 2021.
Meg was
And if
inducted in 21. How the fuck was
Megatron,
Meg inducted before Andre Johnson?
that's confusing. It must have been a weak class. But if you look, his numbers are identical to Cal. We're talking about all the Johnsons today. How ironic. Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, Chad Johnson. But
Get on
if we
Keyshawn
looking
Johnson.
at
We got to compare
like
Keyshawn Johnson and Chad Johnson next.
that is a good one. I'm about
Right.
to look at that. But Calvin Johnson, if you look at his stats, they are identical to Chad Ochocinco's stats. Literally, bro. 700 catches, 11,000 yards, and let me see how much touchdown. He had 83 touchdowns to Chad 67, but more or less
Hmm.
the statistics are identical, and he played about 9 seasons. So, and maybe that's probably the reason, but his numbers are identical.
Yeah, they might as well go and let that man in, dog. Like
Yeah, he
that's
should be in. He definitely should be in.
snubbing
He played.
Chad, man, for the Hall of Fame, for his Hall of Fame position or spot, bro. Chad deserves it, man. Like when you talking about who else, who else from the receiver? I mean, who else from the Bengals? Like when you talk about all time Bengals, like man, the only other fucking all time Bengal that I could really even think of, my nigga, outside of fucking Troy Polamalu Troy Polamalu is probably like fucking what's the nigga name? Boomer is Sizing or one of them boys
Oh,
from
yeah,
way back in the
Chris
day.
Boomer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boomer
quarterback.
Esiason or one of them old school like
Yeah.
Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon was straight.
Stretch. You straight. You forced him right there.
I'm forcing it.
Forced him.
Outside of
But
Chad, like who do you really think of when you think of all time Bengals, man?
you're looking at the new wave right now. That's crazy.
Man, when you talking all time Bengals, man, Chad gotta it gotta be a Hall of
Definitely
Fame
number
space for
one,
him.
2, or 3 for sure. For sure. He's definitely up there. So he should be. He's in the Ring of Honor like easily. He was there, inducted early. But I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. And after a few years,
That
they're
Liberty
gonna throw him
City
in there.
shit, bro. Like nigga always
Shout out
crossing
Liberty.
their nuts on the Miami boys, man. Like why the niggas want to cross their nuts on the nigga for the crib, man?
Hey
AB,
man,
we
we
ain't
got
going.
to yes,
AB, AB,
hey,
pull up
bro.
AB stats, man. Do he deserve to
Oh,
be in the Hall of Fame?
boy. Before I even pull up his stats, he destroyed his opportunity. He had it in the bag. He had it in the bag, but all the antics he pulled the last few years, he destroyed it. They gonna do anything they can to get him out, make sure he don't get enough.
Man, that's horrible.
But I ain't gonna lie, boy. He is a Hall of Famer. He got that. He got one ring. He made it to another Super Bowl. He played in 2 Super Bowls and he got one championship.
It says the
Come on, now.
Cincinnati Bengals all-time great players include legends like Anthony Munoz, Ken Anderson,
Lost me.
Ken Anderson, and Chad Johnson. Other notable names include Boomer Esiason, Corey Dillon, and AJ Green.
AJ Green got wild. Yeah, he got
Yo,
that. He's
fuck out of here, bro. Put that man in the Hall of Fame, bro. Why they playing with Chad
boy,
like that?
Antonio Brown stats look very, very healthy, boy.
Very healthy, huh?
Antonio Brown, he got 928 catches, 12,291 yards, and 83 touchdowns, boy. With a Super Bowl ring on top, and another Super Bowl appearance. He had in the bag, dog. He the antics, the fine suspensions, the quitting on the team.
Come on,
He
man. You
literally
can't snub a nigga though for that, bro. Why you
they gonna do
can't?
anything they can. If it's one person who anything they can to not include Antonio Brown in the Hall of Fame, they cannot put a gold jacket on that man after what he
Man,
did.
Ben Roethlisberger,
He shitted on Tom
raped
Brady,
sign.
bro. You can't shit on the GOAT. You shitted on him, remember?
Playing with that
And then
man's
he start
wife.
talking about the man's wife after he let you stay in your crib. Oh man, he shit
Hey, bro,
on Brady
stats
bad.
are stats, bro. You can't hold that against no nigga, man. The stats is the stats, bro. That shit ain't right, bro.
Facts. I agree, bro. But it's been interesting talking about these receivers because the Hall of Fame, you could tell, boy, it's politics behind the Hall of Fame, boy.
It's
It
politics.
ain't all about numbers. It ain't all about appearances and Super Bowls. It's also about how did you protect the shield while you were playing the game. That's an aspect they don't talk about enough until after their career over and they get old. And they realize they never got in, is how you protect the shield. You got to have the stats, of course. But unless you were undeniably that dude, it's going to be, if it's borderline and you try them, they're going to make sure you out. But if it's borderline and you was a stand-up dude, like Larry Fitzgerald, for example, he was solid. But I never thought he was Hall of Fame solid, but he was such a humble dude. He played his role.
Whoa.
That's my opinion. Larry Fitzgerald was
Slow down.
Hall of Fame solid, bro. Let's pull it up.
Pull up them stats, bro. That nigga got some hella fire stats for you, bro. I bet.
All right, I'm pulling it up. From what I saw,
listen, I was a huge.
Maybe his style of play was always because he never, he made it to one Super Bowl, but he would never like make it fall. But you probably damn right. His probably stats looking crazy because he played a long ass time.
That nigga played a long ass time, man. He was dominant year for year. Listen, some of the best eras in football, like my time watching football, watching the Arizona Cardinals. You had him, Anquan Boldin, and they had one more. I forget who the slot was down there.
Anquan Boldin and him, that was a tough duo, boy.
That was a tough duo, bro. That was a tough duo right there, man. You talking about, man, you got the stats yet? You trying to buck.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I ain't trying to buck. That boy got a hella. His stats is crazy. I don't even want to.
Yeah, they got crazy.
I sound like a retard looking at this nigga stats, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
God. Yeah,
whoa. I don't even know how quietly that nigga was fucking shit up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, how the fuck, bro?
Quietly?
Use my language, bro. That nigga, man, I apologize. See, I'm cursing when I start cursing, I am in shock.
Bro.
That man got 17,000 yards, bro.
17,000?
121 touchdowns.
Bro.
You know how many receptions he got?
And that man two gold jackets.
Bro, he got 1,400 receptions. Where was I, bro?
you feel me? I'm telling you, bro.
1,400 receptions? My bad, Larry. I'm gonna DM him personally. Say sorry. I was on my podcast talking major. Maybe the style of play.
Hey, put him and Randy Moss up against each other. I gotta see them stats.
Dude, you might have to. Dude, bro, like this man's stats is ridiculous.
Larry Fitz.
Bro, look at this man's stats. Maybe I was looking at a bad site because he dust past everybody we spoke about.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's why when you said that quietly, it's like, hold on, bro. Bro, I don't think you know what that man's stats looking like. I don't even know how I ain't mentioned that nigga before. You tripping.
Nah, I
Yo.
was dead. I was dead wrong. That's one of the few times I was dead
Oh,
wrong.
shit. Oh,
Nah,
shit.
Randy
The
Moss
only thing
disgusting.
Randy got over that boy is touchdown. Randy had hella touchdown, 156. That's the only thing Randy got over him.
He got him on. He got him on the yards too.
Nah,
He got
Randy ain't got.
15,000.
He got 15. He got
He
17.
got who got 17?
Larry got 17,492 receiving yards. All
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah. Damn, bro. Now I gotta see how much season. He probably played damn near 20 seasons, bro. Hold on, bro. He had to have played.
niggas ain't that.
See, he played 17 seasons. I ain't gonna lie, he played until his knees couldn't work anymore, bro.
17.
He almost played 20 seasons as a receiver. But he put up numbers, boy. But he played a lot.
He was
He like
dominant.
that Toyota, boy. 1998, boy. They don't stop, boy. They keep going. That Crown Vic, he gonna play forever. They gonna drive forever. As long as you get the oil change, you good. Boy, you see the mileage 300,000 miles.
Randy got
Randy
more
Moss was
rushing
that
yards,
dude.
and Randy got other little yards on him and shit. But the main
Randy
shit,
Moss, yeah, the touchdown, Randy Moss. And what saved him was that year with the Patriots, boy. Boy, he had like 20 touchdowns that one year. Tom Brady was just remember when they went 18-0?
right?
Wee. And they lost right at the end. That was a hell of a year.
Yeah, but quietly, Larry Fitzgerald was like
No, Larry was him.
dominant, bro. Like for years, bro. Like that dog, even like to his last season, fool was still on the dominant side of shit, man. So
Facts.
yeah, man, I fuck with him. Man. This been a good show, man. Good conversation, bro. Like
Oh yeah. Blasting the past too, man, with these receivers, boy. For sure.
man, that was the golden era of the NFL, bro. We'll never see it. I know I sound like an old head saying that, man. Those were some of the best times. Some of the best times of me watching the NBA, man. Shaq in the motherfucking Orlando Magic jersey, man. Them early 90s, Penny Hardaway, motherfucking
Facts.
Kendall Gill. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole nother different level of play and like
Aggression.
superstardom that like these niggas were real life superstars. I don't know if social media
Facts.
took away from that allure of like the
It
you
did.
know, but these guys were superstars, bro. Like they were larger than life, bro. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? This was the first era of like the branded shoe, a signature shoe for athletes. You know what I'm saying? This was the era, nigga. Dion, nigga. We watching Jordan, nigga, hoop and then go play baseball and then leave and play baseball to come back and hoop. Man, it was a time to be alive, man. Them 90s, man. You feel me? In the early 2000s. So yeah, man. Ode to that, for real, man. We gotta have a whole conversation segment just on that nostalgic retro.
That's coming up next for sure.
For sure, man.
Stay tuned this week.
I know at the beginning of the show you mentioned something. You wanted to ask me. I don't know if you asked it during the show or not, but if you didn't, you can go ask now. If not, man, we gonna get off. I want to go roll up, smoke one.
Nah, do your thing, man. We back in action Thursday, man. Thursday, just stay tuned for the live stream. We're gonna be talking about different.
We might be
different
back
other
in action
stories.
Wednesday on their ass, man. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
We might be in
Wednesday.
action on their ass tomorrow because we got a couple games.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah,
place.
let's do it. Stay tuned.
Well,
Stay tuned. Y'all gonna catch us. For
just
sure.
stay tuned, man, and make sure you like and subscribe. You share this live, even after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Share it and keep tuning in. Excuse me. Keep tuning in. We here.
All right, man. Don't forget to follow the page at What's the Odds Sportscast on Instagram and TikTok. Let's get after.
Just like that. What's the odds if you never take a risk? No chance.
That way.